welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the like icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your reasoning here, and this has been the reasoning where we have to discuss about the cubes and dice. This has been the classes your 221th. We had done your 220th classes in the last classes of reasoning. In the same cases, if I'm going ahead, this has been the your 28th question of the session, that what we have to discuss 128 question of the sessions as well, that what we have to cover up here. Before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. In terms of reasoning here, that is what we have to cover up here, as we had completed your verbal reasoning, which has been the general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In general mental ability, we had done your analogy, classification, analytical series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, direction sense test, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking, time sequence test, mathematical operations, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reasons, situation reaction test, verification of the truth of the statement as well. In terms of logic reasoning, we had covered up your logic, statement argument, statement assumption, statement course of action, statement conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme detection, question statement, miscellaneous logical puzzle as well. In non-verbal reasoning, we have to cover up the series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper folding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures, and we had started with, as you know, that is the cubes and dice, that what we have to cover up, and we had reached 128 question of the sessions as well. So we'll go ahead for the same and we'll try it. The question we have, this has been the question here, the first question of the sessions. Before starting with this, it's a huge request to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. That's what we have. So here the options for the same we have, that has been here, that has been given. Option A, this is the figure X. Option B, we have your, I think it is suitable to just draw the diagram, what is it is required or what is it necessary. So in the next time I will just write it down the answer itself, so it will not take that much time. Okay, so we have B and C and D, of course. On the same cases here, it will be divided into 4, which is cross, chord, semicircle, this is being simple. So here the options for the same we have is A, B and C only, B and C only, A, C, D only, and B, C and D as well only. That's what we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So on the same cases we have to go ahead here. In the same case, the pattern that in figure X that shows that the cubes B, C, D can be formed by folding a figure X here, and for the same sake we have an option that will be the B, C and D will be the right answer for this question as well. These three will be the right answer. These can be formed by folding this particular X figure here. Now we'll talk about the another one, which is being the 129th question of the sessions here, that what we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same. This has been the figure here. So this is being representing here. So we have an option A, B, C, D as well. The options for the same, we have A and B only, B and C only, B only, and A, B, A, D only. So for the same we have to find out for this one, and on the same behalf of it the answer will be having, when figure X is folded to form a cube with one of the faces as, therefore the cube B can be formed by folding figure X. None of the cube AC the cat can be formed here by folding X here. So we'll be having as an answer, that is B in the figure, which we have to answer as the figure B. So the figure I will be draw for you all. What will be the right answer is, by folding it, this has been divided into 4. The first we have your cross, this is circle cross, this one. Then we have your shaded one. Then we have your circle one. This has been your the open wall here. We'll go ahead with another question that we talk about it, and that has been the 130th question of the sessions here. So we'll discuss about that same. So we have here, it would be like this. That's what we have here. This has been like this only. Okay, so here with that same case, and this has been asked in your assistant grade question paper, and that has been the important one as well. We have an options as well. So here for the same, that has been A and C only, B and D only, B and D only, and of course that is being A and D only, that we have an options here. So yes, among these we have some one of the that will be the right answer for the same, but we have to find out for the same, as I told you. So this has been asked in assistant grade, so that has been the important one as well. So here for the same, that the figure X is similar to form of 1, and that the two rectangle shaded portions form two faces of the cuboid, and therefore the cuboid B and D cannot be obtained by folding figure X. Both the cuboid A and C can be obtained by folding a figure X here. So we'll be having is your the A and C. So I will just show you how A and C will be look like. It will be in the form of, first A is your this, this is of A figure, and then you have your C1. This is being like, so this has been shaded. This has been like C here. So these two were the important one. Now we'll talk about the 131st question of the session, so that we have, and this is being as follows. Here on the same cases we have this plus, this is a shaded circle. The options we have among this: A only, A B C only, B and C only, and A B C D only. So on the same phase we have to find out the answer here, and that is being the important too, and which we have to go ahead for the same. So on by answering this question here, that the pattern in figure X that shows that each one of the cube of A, B, C, D that can be formed by folding figure X here. So we have your options that will be having as the right answer as your A, B, C, D, all. So we'll just draw of all options here itself. First is this, Okay, this is a plus sign here, it's representing. Then we have another option is like this. This is being the plus, and this is being circle here. Then the next we have is what like this, circle, semicircle. This is being this circle, then this is shaded circle here. This has been A, B, C, D. All are possible to form with this one. Now we'll go ahead with 132th question of the session as well, and that the figure we have been representing here itself. So it's a bit like this. This is being shaded here. We'll go ahead for the same, and that what we have to talk about it. This has been the figure has been given here, and that has been the important one to. So in the same cases, this has been the questions here. So as I told you, the options for this we have A only, B and C only, A and C only, A, B, D only, and for the same we have to answer it out as well. So there are many options, but you will, as I told you, been going ahead with directly the answers here. So on the same cases that the shaded face and the face bearing that the square will lie opposite to each other, so that the cube B and D cannot be formed by folding figure X. The pattern shows that both cube A and C can be formed by folding figure X here. So A and C will be the right answer for this particular question as well. So I will just draw for the U for that that is being the A and C figure here. This has been A, okay, and the C we have is your this has been A and C, so A and C will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with 133rd question of the sessions as well. This has been given here as follows. So here this has been the one initiative. This has been asked in assistant grade question paper here as well. Options we have A, B, C, D, and that is the options we have as follows is your B and C only, A, C, D only, and B, D only, and A, D only here. For the same we have to talk about it, and that is being the important one as well. So on the same behalf of it, we talk about here is the that one of the black faces lies opposite to the face bearing to the dot. So both the black faces cannot lie adjacent to the face bearing to the dot. So cube B cannot be formed by folding figure X. The pattern in figure X shows that each of the cube A, C, D that can be formed by figure X here by folding figure X. So we'll go ahead for the same, and that will be your A, C, and D. So A will be your A, C is your and the D is This is being the D here. So we have your answers, that is your A, C and D. Now we'll go ahead with another question being your, that is being the 134th question of the sessions as well. So that is being representing here is here, as you can see. So on 134th question of the sessions we have, that is being followed. It is being representing like this. So here it is. So this has been the figure X here. So we have your figure A, B, C, D respectively. On the same behalf of it, that the options we have A only, A and C only, A, C, D only, A, B, C, D only, that we have your options, and that for the same we have to find out the answer for the same as well. And here for this, that the faces that bearing the dots and the shading lie opposite to each other, so the cube B and D cannot be formed by folding figure X. Two of the blank faces lie opposite to each other, so that the three blank spaces cannot be adjacent to each other. Therefore, the cube C also cannot be formed, and the pattern shows that cube A can be formed by folding X here. So on the same face, the figure that we have is your answer is your figure A, and that is being representing like this. So it has been here. So here that will have as an answer. Now we'll go ahead with 135th question of the sessions as well. That is being the question here. Cross, circle, we have an arrow here. This has been the figure X here. So we have an options A, B, C and D, and the options for the same we have an option A is A, B only, A, C only, C, D only, and A, B, C, D here. And for the same cases we go ahead where the pattern in figure X shows when figure X is folded, only the cube A and C can be formed. And for the same we have your answer as well, and that is being your A and C will be the right answer for this question as well. So here it is being arrow is representing cross, and C will be zero, that is being representing minus, and then we have a plus. This will be in the C here, so that will be the right answer for this particular question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is being the important one here as well. And on the same cases we have to go ahead for the same, that is being the 136th question of the sessions as well. So here for the same we have being the circle here. This is being representing to be the figure X. We have an option B, A, B, C, D. So the options we have A, B only, A, B, D only, A, D only, and A, B, C only. And on the same page we have to find out the answer for this, and that is being important too. And in the same cases that the pattern in figure X shows that except cube C, each cube can be formed by the folding figure X. So we have your answer will be your, that is being the figure is A, B and D here. That is what we have to talk about it. So A, B, D will be forming here. So we have the figure is options we have that has been representing So this is being the ABD will be the right answer for this question here. We'll go ahead for the next. We'll talk about it, which is being we have is your 137th question of the session. Let's go ahead for the next one, which is being the 137th question of the sessions as well. That is being the important one here, and with respect towards it, which we have to talk about it as well. So we'll go ahead here for the same, and that is being this is being representing here. So on the same cases, for the same we have to talk about it. That is being the options we have your A, B, C, D, and on the same cases the options A is your A only, B is A and C only, C is A, C, D only, and the D is A, B, C, D only. And on the same cases we have to answer it out as well. And we are in the same cases we have is your when figure X is folded to form a cube here, and that is the two rectangular portion combined to form faces, which is being the minus in the dot, and this face lies opposite to the face bearing to the square, and also two of the blank faces the opposite to each other, so the three blank faces cannot lie adjacent to each other, and hence cube B cannot be formed. The pattern in figure X shows that all the other cubes can be formed by folding figure X here. We'll go ahead, and that will be having as an answer is your the figure here, and that has been A and C and D as well. So we'll form it A, C and D. A, C and D only. Now we'll go ahead with another one where that has been the question is 138 question of the sessions as well, and that is what we have to talk about it. So here this has been the arrow, circle and the arrow, where it is plus. This is being the square and arrow, plus circle and arrow, and this is being arrow here. So the options we have A, B, C, D, and for the same we have to talk about it as well. So here we go ahead for the same, and that has been the pattern on figure X shows that only cube D can be formed by folding figure S, and that is we will be forming as an answer, and we get is your figure D here, which is being this is being figure X as I told you. So it is being the plus here, and this is being the circle with an arrow. Now we'll talk about the another question that has been the 139th question of the sessions as well, and that has been representing here into be as follows. Which has been as follows. This has been the figure X. This is in here. So here figure A, B, C and D, that what we have, and for the same we have to find out the figure X is similar to form 2, and so that the two half shaded portions lies opposite to each other. Therefore the cube B and C cannot be formed by folding figure X, and the pattern in figure X shows that the cube D cannot be formed and only cube A can be formed by folding figure X, and that will be the figure we have as an answer is figure A. So here we go. That we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another question, being the 140th question of the sessions as well, and that is we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same. It could be written here in the figure forming X. Options is A, B, C and D, and the options for the same is A and D only, B and C only, C and D only, A and C only. So on the same cases we have to find out the answer for the same, and that is being your that the two half of the shaded faces that lies opposite to each other when figure X is folded, so that the cube cannot be formed, and the pattern in figure X shows that out of the remaining three cubes only the cubes A and C can be formed by folding figure X. And on the same cases we have your answer, that is being the figure A and C only. So we'll have your figure here A and C. That is we have here. Now I'll go ahead with another question, which has been the 141th question of the sessions as well, and that has been the important one here. So that is being as follows. This is figure X as well. So here we have an options A, B, C, D. Onto the same case we have A and C only, A and B only, B and D only, and C and D only as well. So we'll go ahead for the same, that we have to talk about it. When figure X is folded to form a cube, the two half shaded faces lie opposite to each other, so the cube D cannot be formed. The pattern in figure X that shows out of the remaining three cubes only the cube A and C can be formed by folding figure X. So we have your answer, that is being the A and C. A and C only, that we have your answer here. Now we will go ahead with the next question, that has been the 143rd question of the sessions as well, that has been representing here. So this is being here representing. So this has been the figure X, A, B, C, D, and that has been the figure has been asked in assistant grade question paper as well. The options we have A and B only, B and D, B and C only, A and D only, and that's what we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So we'll go ahead for the same, and that is being here as a figure X is a similar to form 5. So the four triangular portion combines to form a single face of the cube when figure X is folded. Therefore the cube A and D will not form, and that the pattern on figure X that shows the both the cubes B and C that can be formed by folding figure X here. So if we have your answer, that is being the B and C will be the right answer for this question as well. So we'll form it out. B that we have. Go ahead for the same we have here is being that has been represented here. This has been the B figure and the C figure itself is B. This has been the C figure, and as I told you, this has been assistant grade question paper that has been asked, so that is also an important one for the same here. We'll go ahead with the next question, that is being the 144th question of the session that we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same, and that we have to talk about it, and that is being the important one as well. So it is being represented like this. So it will be like this only. This is representing, this is being the figure X. So each of the four finished patterns that can be obtained from the piece of the cardboard board X that's shown here. So with the same, this has been the question has been as important because this has been asked in assistant grade question paper. So on the same behalf of it, we have to answer it out here, where the pattern on figure X and also the fact that the faces are rectangle indicate that only figure A can be obtained by folding figure X, and so we have your figure A will be your that this is will be the right answer. This is will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with 145th question of the session. The question is being in the cube X, the opposite side have identical symbols from the alternatives A, B, C, D. You have to choose the figure that will be formed upon unfolding the cube X here. So that the cube is being representing like this. So this is being the figure X here. On the same cases, we go ahead here, that is being that the pattern in cube X shows that only figure D can be formed by unfolding the cube here X, and that has been the figure D we have here is to be as follows. This has been representing here. Now we'll go ahead with another question, 146th question of the session as well. That is being when the following figure is folded to form a cube, how many dots would lie that opposite to the face bearing 5 dots here. So we'll go ahead for forming figure first. So it is like this. This is being having 3 figures, 3 dots, 1, 2 dots, 4 dots, 6 dots, then 5 dots. So इसके पीछे क्या है, अब dots कितने होंगे, that has been the 1, 2, 3 and 6. For the same we have to find out, and then the same cases the given figure in the simple that to be formed 3, and so that 3 dots lies opposite to the face bearing 5 dots here. So 3 dots will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with 147th question of the sessions here, and that is being to be as follows. That has been here is your 6 dots, then this has been 1, then we have your